All right, just got finished listening to The Rock on the Pat McAfee show, and he called the Cody fans, let me rephrase that, the Cody diehard fans. And just so The Rock knows, it's those diehard fans that watch WWE programming every Monday, every Friday. It's the diehard fans that buy merchandise, and it's the diehard fans that buy tickets. And a lot of those people that buy tickets to WrestleMania 40. Just want to remind him of a lot of those people, those grown-ass men, and I take it personal because I'm a grown-ass man, with a national platform, a national radio show that's highly successful, where, you know what? Because I'm passionate about something, and I would think that The Rock would want that, and the WWE would want people who are passionate, that love the product, and have people that they are passionate about. Thus, they call them superstars and not professional wrestlers, last I checked. So I am one of those people, Rock. I guess you, if you want to label me, I guess the label you would put on me is Cody Crybaby. Now, just so you know, Rock, I do spend time with my family. I do make love to my wife. Sometimes I happen to cook dinner, take my wife out to dinner, and spend time with my neighbors and my friends. So I'm not just in front of my computer typing out how much and how upset I am that Cody may or may not finish the story. But I will say this, Rock, I feel like maybe passionate fans like myself have gotten under your skin. You're usually so calm, cool, and collected. On Pat McAfee today, you resorted yourself to name calling. I thought you just did that when you were in the ring and there was a camera on you, but now you're actually doing it on shows where you're promoting the WWE brand. I find that quite interesting. And Rock, I happen to be a fan of yours. I actually own Rock merchandise. I have been a fan of yours where I have paid to see you and cheer for you. So I have no hatred towards you, Rock, but it seems like you have hatred towards me. And I understand that there are fans that may take it too far. I'm not even talking about those fans, because those fans aren't the fans I'm talking about. But I'm talking about passionate pro wrestling fans, passionate WWE fans, passionate Cody Rhodes fans, because I know that you love your passionate fans, and those people that, despite there being a story being told about Cody Rhodes, actually stood up and cheered for you when you made your appearance on SmackDown on Friday night, because they're passionate and they love you. Well, I happen to be a Cody Rhodes fan, and I'm not going to apologize about being a Cody Rhodes fan. Not at all. I'm going all the way with it. Now, sir, we just happen to have the #1 pro wrestling podcast, Top 20, and I've seen that you've been on some podcasts lately that aren't in the top 20 of all sports podcasts. Busted Open happens to be. So if you're looking for a show to come on, and again, people that you know, people you're friends with, people you'll work with, people like Bully Ray, you probably know him better in the WWE as Bubba Ray Dudley. People like Mark Henry, Hall of Famer, that I know that you're friends with and traveled with. Tommy Dreamer, that I know you know very well. I would love, Rock, for you to make an appearance on Busted Open. I would actually fly out to wherever you are. I would spend the money, because I have no problem spending money on WWE tickets and Peacock and shirts, with the WWE logo in the back. So I have no problem spending my own money to go on an airplane, get a hotel room, because I don't think you would have me stay in your place, and go to a hotel room and fly out to wherever you are and interview you one-on-one, with all due respect, because I'm not going to resort to name calling, and I'm not going to name call the diehard Rock fans. I love it. I love it. If there are people that love you and want to cheer for you and go to WrestleMania 40 to see you, I think that's awesome. But let me be who I am. And I'm a fan. And I would hope, especially Rock, because you know the history and the tradition that comes with pro wrestling, that you're not just looking at a particular fan base. There are a lot of fans that are over 50, like myself, that love professional wrestling. You wouldn't believe it, Rock, but I make a living, a very good living, that I'm thankful for based on talking about pro wrestling. And I thank the Busted Open Nation for being loyal and SiriusXM for giving me the opportunity to be able to talk today. Believe me, that was a bit of a headache unto itself. But to do this show and to be able to talk to you and to talk to the fans. Now, I'm not asking everybody to agree with me because I know there's going to be people that disagree with me. One of my very good friends, Mike Riker, who's a former producer on the show, completely disagrees with me. Big Rock fan. Hope it's you and Roman. God bless. I love it. Let it be if it needs to be. But listen, I see you do this a lot, Rock. You're on the Hurricanes. You're a big Miami Hurricanes fan. Do I make fun of you or anybody that follows the Hurricanes because you live and die with the Miami Hurricanes? Why is professional football different than wrestling? It's all based on entertainment and fandom. It's all based on entertainment and fandom. I am entertained by the WWE. I'm a fan of the WWE, and I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. Don't stop me from being a fan. Or does it bother you that there are people that don't want to see you involved in the main event? Did you really think that everybody was just going to drop what they were doing and just say, oh my God, you know what? Forget the story that I've been invested in for 2 years so that The Rock can come back? I'm going to say something to you, Rock, and I'm going to be straight with you, and I'm going to be very, very honest. I was a big fan of your show. You know, Young Rock. I loved it. I was upset when that show got canceled. Am I wrong in being upset that Young Rock got canceled? Am I the old man on the as you were doing on Pat McAfee today? Is it wrong that I was upset that a show that I was fully invested in got canceled? Well, from the looks of things right now, the story that I was invested in for the last 2 years to finish the story, as you were mocking on the Pat McAfee show today, to finish the story, am I wrong in getting upset that seems to have gotten canceled by you? I can't be upset at you for canceling my Cody Rhodes story that I thought was going to get a rightful climax at WrestleMania 40 after what happened at WrestleMania 39. Am I not to be upset about that? So, Rock, with all due respect, and everybody listening, with all due respect, listen, I don't hate The Rock. I respect The Rock. I don't hate The Rock. I actually love The Rock. I don't hate The Rock. You know what? I would love to see The Rock at WrestleMania 40, just not against Roman Reigns, because that role should be played, and I'm saying it in Hollywood speak so you can understand. That role should be played by Cody Rhodes. Okay? So I respect you. I feel like you should respect me, Rock. And you know what? #1 pro wrestling podcast, top 20 in all sports podcasts. I would love, Rock, if you came on the show. Come on the show. I'm giving you an open forum to say whatever you want. You want to promote #2 of any sequel of a movie that you put out? Please, by all means. Come on. I'm a big fan. I own Gameplay on DVD, for crying out loud. Bought the DVD. Okay? I have The Mummy Returns on VHS. I do. I have it. I own it. Okay? Big fan. Walking Tall. Forget the critics. I thought it was great. I loved Walking Tall. I even liked it more than the original. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Johnny Knoxville should have got the Oscar that year. So I would love for you to be a guest on Busted Open. And again, I will fly out. I was a big fan of Polynesian Pacific Championship Wrestling back in the day. I used to watch it in New Jersey on the Financial News Network, Rock. I'm a fan. And I'm a fan of you. Jumanji remake. You know what? No disrespect to Robin Williams, who I love. I love the Jumanji remake. Loved it. You were great. Jungle Cruise. What was the movie? Jungle Cruise, the Jungle Habitat movie, where you were like the Disney movie. Loved it. Jungle Cruise. I think it's called Jungle Cruise. Big fan. Big fan. People hated on it. I liked it. And I hope you're a fan of Busted Open. I hope you may listen to Busted Open. I took it personally, what you said. Certain movies I won't reference, but for the most part, I loved everything you've done. And I respect you. And I honestly love what you've done for the business and what you as a box office star has done to elevate pro wrestling, because you have done it. And I give you credit with that, sir. I know the WWE doesn't like the term pro wrestling. They like sports entertainment. You have no problem saying pro wrestling. And I love the Territory show that you produced. Amazing. That's what I grew up on, just like you. So let's have a conversation. I'll fly out to you, pay for my own hotel. I'll rent a car. I'll even buy you dinner, throw in a couple of bottles of LaGreca's hot sauce and LaGreca t-shirts. And let's do this. Let's get through this together. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be cheering for you at WrestleMania 40. Comments are below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the video. Tell me what you think of these pop-up podcasts that we do from time to time. I know it drives Eddie Brasili and Paul Ehrlich nuts when I do them. You know? Lead host on the number one show asking for more airtime. That's usually the golden ticket, but I understand. So, love to hear from you. I'll be live with Thunder Rosa tomorrow. Find out what's going to happen at this press conference tonight. But, Rock, I love you. Cody, I love you. Busted Open Nation, I love you. We'll talk soon.